Hi guys, assalamu alaikum. Sahel Aziz here and welcome back to another video. So this is a video which you must watch. If you're watching any other video regarding the Duolingo English test or not, that's not important. But this is a must watch for every test taker of the Duolingo English test. It doesn't matter if you're taking the test this week, this month, or 6 months later. This video is a must for you. So keep watching till the end. And by the way, let me remind you of something that 85% of you guys are watching our videos but haven't subscribed yet. What are you doing? If you're watching our videos, if you're enjoying them, then please consider subscribing. We are so close to 4,000 subscribers. So click the subscribe button right now. It's completely free. It wouldn't cost you a penny. And let's start the video. Alright, so I've been getting numerous amount of DMs and comments telling me that I have given the test 3 times, 4 times, even 5 times, but I haven't gotten the result yet. And the mistakes that they have been making is one of the mistakes that I'm going to mention in this video. So that's why it's an essential video for everyone out there. The mistake number one, which was something that I was afraid myself when I was taking the real Duolingo English test, was the mistake of looking away from the screen. When you are taking the Duolingo English test, it may not sound like something hard, but it is so difficult to just look at your screen for an entire 1 hour during the test, and that is something that needs training. You have to train yourself before going for the actual test, and you have to train yourself to stick around to the screen during practice tests of Duolingo English test. And this is something that you have to work on, because if you look away from the screen once by the mistake, then the test is proctored by AI and they will detect it and your test will be invalid. So this is something you have to prepare yourself. You should stick to the screen for the entire 1 hour. The mistake number two, which has been an issue for the majority of test takers, and the reason why they aren't getting the results, is the background noise. When you are taking the Duolingo English test, make sure that you take the Duolingo you're taking the test in a completely quiet room, and you have to be all by yourself in the room. Plus the background noise that is coming out from the outside, then you have to take care of that noise as well. You have to take the Duolingo English test in a time when the rest of your family members are sleeping, and the best time for that is the midnight time. I mean, and if you have some sort of friends who are just having like an extra quiet room, then it would be fine to just go over to their place and take the test there, because if the background noise is detected uh, from the examiners, then your test will be invalid. And yeah, one thing to clarify here is that when you're taking the test like in this room and the background noise coming from outside the street, then that wouldn't be a big of a problem, because Duolingo also understands that if a noise is coming from a distance, then it wouldn't be a big issue for you, but if it is coming from nearby, then it will make your test invalid. So keep that in mind. Mistake number three. Okay, so this is a mistake which recently I've got a DM from a guy from India, and he deemed me that I've given the Duolingo English test 3 times and consecutively my test has been invalid, and for the one exact reason. And I was like, what was the reason? And he told me that the Duolingo has made my test invalid because they think like that you are copying your answers in the speaking section from some other sources, and you are just answering some memorized answers. And I was like, whoa. And when I asked him that, are you giving have you memorized some sort of templates from a video or something, and you're just answering the questions with that same template? And he was like, yeah. And this is something that you have to just be careful about. Like, it is completely all right to learn the speaking template for the Duolingo speaking, but do not use the exact words in the template. You have to be spontaneous. You have to speak spontaneously, and you have to speak naturally. You should sound natural, because I have seen so many test takers trying to copy the answers they have seen in a video on YouTube, and this is something which will definitely cause a problem for you, because Duolingo wants you to speak naturally. And if you're taking pauses, if you're just facing problems while finding words, that's absolutely fine, because this is what Duolingo wants you. So do not memorize responses from videos or posts or any sort of those things, because it will cause a big problem for you. Mistake number four, which is done by most of the test takers accidentally or by mistake, but this mistake causes dearly for them, because they don't get the result and their test becomes invalid, and that is having your smartphone, pen, pencil, papers, or any sort of those things in your background. If you're taking the test, just try to be all you, just you, your laptop in the room. Do not try to have any sort of things in your background. If you are having your smartphone or a book or a pencil or a notebook in your background, and if it is visible to the examiners, then you won't get your result and you will end up getting your test invalid, because it is not allowed to have camera, to have phone, smartphone, notebook, book, pencil, or any sort of those kind of things from which you can cheat. So be careful about it. Mistake number five. Mistake number five is that leaving the background, leaving other windows and apps in the background, and this is a mistake which has been done by numerous amount of test takers, that when they are taking the test, they have another website or another app opened in the top, in the background. For example, they have YouTube opened in the background, or Google, or something like that. If you're taking the test, you have to download the Duolingo app and you have to take the Duolingo English test in the app. And if you have any sort of background or windows open in the, then your test will be invalid. So just be careful about that. Another mistake which also causes invalidness on Duolingo English test is using multiple keyboards and mouses. Like, I've seen so many people there, you connecting the extra keyboard and extra mouse to take the Duolingo English. It's completely fine. You can connect an extra keyboard, an extra mouse, and take the Duolingo English test. But the mistake which is done by them is that they use both keyboards and both mouses, and that is something which makes your test invalid. If you're connecting an extra keyboard, then you have to stick to that keyboard only, and then you are not allowed to use your laptop keyboard. If you're connecting an extra mouse, you have to stick to that mouse and you have to use that mouse during the entire test. And if you're using both laptops mouse and also the external mouse, then your test will be invalid. And last but not least, having the grammar checkers and vocabulary checkers apps, like, or extensions like Grammarly or something like those, will make your test invalid. So this is something that you have to be careful about. I have made a video about the test day, that how should you prepare your laptop for the test day. Go and watch this video. This is a must video for all of you. Just go and watch it, and this from this video you will understand how to actually prepare your laptop and your backgrounds and everything, or yourself, for the test on the test day. So I wish you all the best. This is a video which is a must. If your friend, if any of your friends is taking the Duolingo English test anytime soon, share this video with them, because it may some sort of help them, and from this video they may learn something which can save their test from going invalid. So like this video, and by the way, we are so close to 4,000 subscribers. If you're not a subscriber yet, subscribe right now. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.